second game of the night. Alright, so to reiterate my intention with this game, I'm not doing your average ordinary playthrough of this. I'm gonna be taking it slow. Real slow. And overanalyzing the hell out of it. I'm gonna be paying a lot of attention to things like sound design, map design, AI behavior, things of that nature. Let me go ahead and change my second screen over so I can see the game better. Long ago, in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests, legends told of an omnipotent and omniscient golden power that lays in a hidden land. What's all this junk in the background? Is that like embers and smoke? Many people aggressively sought to enter the hidden golden land, but no one ever returned. One day, evil power began to flow from the Golden Land. So the king commanded 7 wise men to seal the gate to the land of the Golden Power. It's an outside developer commentary kind of playthrough. If I can pull it off, yeah. The seal should have remained for all time. But when these events were obscured by the mists of time and became legend... Ooh. Mode 7. This must have been pretty goddamn groundbreaking. Back in the day, a mysterious wizard known as Achinlabs came to Hyrule to release the seal. He eliminated the good king of Hyrule. Like, just having cutscenes in a game must have been, like, mind-blowing back. Well, no, not really. Ninja Gaiden had those. Through evil magic, he began to make the descendants of the 7 wise men vanish. One after another. So wait, that wasn't Aghanim on the throne? Who was that, like, skeleton? Was that the king? Did he just lead the king's skeleton sitting on the throne? What a freaking weirdo. And the time of destiny for Princess Zelda is drawing near. Oh, another disclaimer. While I have played this game before, I have never owned it. And I've never beaten it. In fact, I would say that I've never even beaten half of it. Something always happens, and I get, like, stuck. And I never finish past, like, the halfway point. So, let's see. Does this determine, like... Does this determine what the NPCs call you? Because if so, then I kind of just want to go with the default Link. There's not enough space for me to put in achinlabs anyway, so yeah, let's just go with that. So yeah, that opening cutscene was pretty cool for a Legend of Zelda game. Then we got this Earthboundish psychic message. I'm a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The wizard Aghanim has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. I remember they published a comic about this opening sequence in Nintendo Power back in the day, and I found it to be pretty captivating. It's a shame I never followed through with that and actually bought the game. Aghanim has seized control of the castle, and now he's trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I'm in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me. Link, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. Alright, so aside from observing cutscenes, what is the very first thing the player is able to do? Pressing any button will launch you out of bed. And from there, of course, your natural instinct would be to use the D-pad to move around. Simple stuff. You get one room to explore to begin with, and a treasure chest, which player might ignore. Okay, super important question. What if you ignore that? What if I'm a complete fucking idiot playing this and I just go straight down? Well, in holding straight down, most players would intentionally or unintentionally just end up hopping down that ledge, thereby teaching immediately the game mechanic of depth in this game. But try to go the default down or right, and you will find your path blocked. As well, your path is blocked by shrubs, fences, things of that nature. How far can you explore at this early stage of the game? Well, just to make sure that you don't forget, Zelda will keep peppering you with psychic messages. Alright, well, with these big guys blocking the way every way, I don't imagine that it's very possible to get very lost here. Inevitably, you'll just keep hitting dead ends until you eventually find the right path. I gotta say, the animations happening right now are also probably pretty revolutionary for the Super Nintendo at the time. Like, the rain, I believe, is yeah, that uses a transparency layer, doesn't it? And it's just a constant animation playing in the foreground, with the occasional lightning bursts. So, thankfully... Whoa, what's this? I will give 100... Wait. The King of Hyrule. He needs to have, like, the king, the CDI King's voice. I will give 100 rupees to the man who finds the descendants of the wise men. Signed, me. My ship sails in the morning. I do wonder why in the world Link has pink hair in this game. Did anyone ever get that answered? Like, is that the case in the official artwork, too? Hello there. Come and get some sleep! It's too early for sleep. Alright, direct path blocked. You gotta go and hunt down a secret entrance somewhere. Where might that be? Oh, hang on a minute. This might be where, the use of the lantern is required. In order to, like, burn a bush or something, you know? So, again, I know which way to go. I'm just pretending to be a total dumbass. So, I'm entering the dungeon without a lantern. Oh, Link, I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield and listen. You can focus power in the blade by holding the B button, and release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. Link, you can do it! Save the princess! Zelda is your... I wonder what he was gonna say after that. I think a lot of people were theorizing that he was gonna say Zelda is your sister, or something. But I believe the, proper thing to say might have been something more along the lines of Zelda is your future, or destiny, or something. Oh right, I'm supposed to be like analyzing enemies. Alright, let's take it a little bit slower. So, first enemy in the very first corridor of the game. These little patrollers, who actually do not seem to care one whit about you. They just follow a set patrolling way, or do they? If I can't figure out this guy's movement pattern, then I have no hope for the rest of this playthrough of discerning the programming behind the enemies. insofar as I can tell, this guy just makes random turns, left or right, at random intervals. Lamp. So what would have been in there if I had gotten the lamp earlier? I wanted to just damage him and see if he reacted, but yeah, that's enemy number 1 for you. Oh, right, wrong button. Guards that are very ineffective. Literally, the only way they can hurt you is if you just stand still and let them come to you. Ah, but these guys are a little bit smarter. I actually can't tell the difference between them and the normal guards. But these fine fellows actually have a range of vision. And if they spot you, they'll come charging. I'm sure this is all incredibly obvious to anyone who's played this game before, but bear with me. I'm doing this for my own benefit. To have as full an understanding of how this game works as possible. In the interest of developing my own game. Okay, these guys are not as fast as you, thank goodness. But they have very... like, they move directly for you. Whereas these guys just do not react at all. Okay, so there's only one aggressive enemy in that whole bunch. If you really had to, you could just outrun him. Also, there's bees. Oh! Oh shoot, the bee is aggressive. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Alright, let's go in the front door. Ah, I see now. You can tell the difference between these two kinds of guards because one has a bigger sword than the others. Is that the only difference? Ah, their shield is a different color, too. Ah, right. And the entire game world freezes whenever you go upstairs. That, I'm sure, is not so much a feature as a necessity in order to make sure that the enemies continue to behave properly. Also, wow, yeah, so this is the first room in the first quote-unquote dungeon. It's laid out like a classic Zelda dungeon, but already you can see that the borders are much bigger than what you're used to. And also, immediately, you're presented with stairs and ledges. So which way do you go? Alright, this guy is also aggressive. Does he do anything else of interest? Oh, interesting. It appears that the sprite for the head and the sprite for the body are disconnected, so that the guard can just use the head sprite to look around. That's smart. That's very smart. That way you don't have to make individual sprites for each individual pose. Like, say the guard is standing still in a rightwards facing direction. You can have the head continue to move in any direction beyond that. So you're effectively only using, like, 4 sets of sprites, times 2. Hello there. After Aghanim took over, everyone began to act strangely. I suppose it's only a matter of time before I'm affected too. Wow. I never talked to that guy before. Oh. Oh wait, that doesn't actually hurt. Oh wait, yes it does. Okay, that's weird. Apparently you have more than just, like, 2 points of health per heart. I don't understand how that works, but whatever. Probably just decoration. There's probably no secrets there. So this castle is designed for at least 2 full trips through it. There's a very high chance that the stuff I'm exploring right now is not going to be relevant. Alright, I believe the difference with the Blue Knights is that they simply take more damage. Okay, I see, I see. There is a protection involved to keep you from just attacking enemies from a high spot. I'm sure that also goes into freezing the game world when you change elevation. Yeah, that is interesting that you basically only have 2 enemy types in this first dungeon. Chasers and roamers. And in that sense, it's not terribly unlike Pac-Man. Didn't think I'd be bringing that up, but yeah. Wouldn't surprise me if the game took inspiration from Pac-Man as well. Oh shoot, I just went in a circle, didn't I? And there it is, my circle within a circle. I officially have no idea where I'm going. That's fine, though. That's all part of the Zelda experience. It's a lot of layers to this castle, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they all lead somewhere. A lot of this depth is more for exploring alternate routes, so as to avoid enemies if you so chose. It'd be kind of neat if the game was able to expand on that concept and, I don't know, make an alternate end to this dungeon, depending on whether or not you were caught by any guards. Which they did visit in future games. They did visit that concept with the Wind Waker, where one of the first proper dungeons is a stealth section. Oh, I don't believe we've been here yet. This may just be a ceremonial room, or there might be a treasure. Oh no, it's the throne room! Huh. Well, it doesn't appear to be anything I can actually do here, unfortunately, and that skeleton's gone too. I really want to know what the deal with that skeleton was. Ah, right, the swords! If you try to attack an enemy while their weapon is pointed at you, or rather, if your weapon intersects with theirs. I don't actually know how that works, by the way. Maybe that is all there is to it. If the weapon of your sword... sorry. If the sprite of your weapon intersects with the sprite of the enemy's weapon, that may be what causes the clash. Yes, a clash mechanic is going to be instrumental in the game that I have in mind as well. A chance for, you know, player and enemy to reposition themselves. And of course, if an enemy is making a beeline for you, it really limits your options on what angle to attack from, so you have to act quickly. Or just run away and find a better opportunity. Or you can just do that, knock him down a hole. I don't know if this area is designed to teach you that, but okay, no, this is definitely designed to teach you that. Ta. Yeah, given that these guys take 3 standard sword swipes to get rid of them, it's definitely easier just knocking them down the holes. You're gonna fall asleep soon? Understandable. I'm not gonna be at this for very long. Consider this like a test run of this concept of game streaming. Alright, don't know what the purpose of that little corridor is. I haven't said all that much about the map design. Wow, okay. Lots of areas where it loops upon itself. I don't think I'll be able to properly talk about map design in the heat of the moment, considering that oh, that's mapped to A, apparently. What is my map button? Shoulder button? Oh, X, of course. Interesting map screen. Huh. Oh, and it's even got dirt layers on the left. So as to show you that you're actually in the basement area. I never noticed that before. Huh. Alright, so that is our objective, to dive into the depths of Hyrule Castle. Because that is where Zelda is being held. Right, I remember now. Alright, no key. I'm gonna have to go and find it. Oh, boomerang, huh? I don't remember you getting that this early. Huh. Alright, well, I'll take it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be playing beyond like the end of this dungeon. So you're not going to miss much. Alright, what is the boomerang all about? Right, it just stuns enemies. I mean, that's what I expected, but with Zelda games, you never know. I mean, in Link's Awakening, it was like the ultimate weapon, so... always best to know what your boomerang is capable of. Hi there. There's our mini-boss. He doesn't play boss music, but that is a very different kind of enemy than what we're used to. Let's analyze him. Let's see. Moves extremely slow, deals a lot of damage, and whenever you get within a certain radius of him, he'll start that ball-swinging attack. But he doesn't do it non-stop. He does have a certain amount of time before he tries it. Alright, I know I'm trying to be all analytical here. Is that all there is to discern about this enemy? Yeah, I think that's about it. Wait, what? He was stunned! How'd that get me? Alright, well, I still got the boomerang. Don't know how far of a setback this is. It'll be fine. Thank goodness it didn't send me all the way back to the beginning. Alright, yeah, that is definitely the purpose of the higher walkways, is to avoid enemies. Alright, so I really don't know what was up with that, ball and chain guy. Like, I don't know why the stun didn't work as well. Did it, like, last a shorter time? Did I just walk right onto the spike ball? I don't know. It's called a mace! Use the proper terms, you fool! I'll call it what I want. I'll call it the Horngus and the Dorngus if I want to. Alright, so far the enemy shields appear to be just for show. I don't think any of them have been able to actually block anything. Although, on the other hand... same goes for Link. Yeah, the shield does not appear to have much of any effect. Maybe it's good for blocking, like, arrows or something. I don't know. Alright, this time I'm gonna leave those hearts alone, whilst I try to deal with this guy. There's also that the instant that you take a swipe at him, he might deploy his weapon. And it is the weapon itself that hurts you, in addition to, you know, the knight. Although, I wonder... Can I stun him in the middle of an attack? Kinda. Hang on a minute. I want to see if the chain hurts me at all. Ah, I can't quite get him when the thing is full. It may not be possible. Also interesting is that it doesn't form a perfect circle around the knight. It kind of just makes a huge arc in front of him, which is interesting. Might make for an interesting opportunity to attack. And of course, here I am yammering about it. When by now I could have just tanked all the damage and... Oop, that didn't work. By now I could have just walked through everything and dealt with him that way. Okay, I'm already almost dead. Yeah, this guy takes quite the beating. I wonder if he becomes a common enemy later. There we go. Get the key, open the door. You're free! Listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. Oh, is that how that works? I fear for the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Do you understand? Pretty much. Let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first we have to go to the first floor. Let's go. I wonder, do you have to backtrack in every dungeon after reaching the end? Well, at least as far as this dungeon is concerned, that would explain the presence of a shortcut path. Which would later become very common in the 3D Zelda games. And thank goodness. It really is a nice touch. Poke. This is pretty good music, by the way. Has this music ever been remixed in another Zelda game? Or even like a spin-off? Or even like Smash Brothers or something? I can't remember if... hang on a minute. I need to check this real quick. Was Cadence of Hyrule, did that have any music related to this? Let me see here. Da, 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 da. It seems to follow a similar, like, chord progression. Also, this is the low-key variation, so it's, it doesn't have the full melody or anything like that. Yep. You guys are not aggressive anyways, I'm just gonna ignore you. I'm glad I learned the difference pretty quickly between regular, like, chasers and the patrollers. Secret passage in the throne room. Gotcha. Although, since we're experimenting anyway, what happens if you try to leave through the front? Let's see here. Is there any reason why we can't just go this way? Oh, wait a minute. I know what it is. It's because we fell into the secret passage. It's a one-way trip, buddy. Can't go back. Once you're in here, you're stuck until you find the secret exit. Oh, but I wonder if the guard has something to say. Oh, we can't actually talk to the guard. Okay. And the one up on the ledge probably is just going to say the same thing as usual. Yeah, again, I don't know if this directly references A Link to the Past's Hyrule Castle music, but it's pretty cool in its own right. In fact, I think Cadence of Hyrule's castle music may be one of my favorites in the entire soundtrack. Metal ornamental shelf should open. Do you have a light? Yeah, bring a light? No. Sorry, what was that? Push it to the left? Push it from the left. Okay. I hope we don't need to refill this lantern with anything. Rats! Check it out! It's the rats! Oh, but I need to analyze them. I can't just go fighting them willy-nilly. There we go. Now I can actually see them. They appear similar to the ones, the guards that turn at random intervals. Except with these guys, they go very fast. And don't stop for quite a while. So, another passive enemy that you do need to watch out for. Not likely to pose a threat unless it's just pitch black. Ooh, but we got snakes. Alright, the ropes. I believe they keep their behavior from the first Legend of Zelda, in that they kind of wander around aimlessly until they see you, at which point they move in a straight line. I'm sure we'll see them again in a future dungeon. Oh boy, okay. That's an ambush right there. And I fell right for it. Maybe this is a good place to teach the player that they can hold their sword out as a defensive maneuver, in case enemy comes charging at you. Okay, these guys actually do behave slightly differently compared to their NES counterparts. They continue moving at high speed after hitting a wall. However, they do not necessarily stop just because they hit a wall. Interesting. I'm learning so much! After passing through these sewers, we will be very close to Sanctuary. Let's be careful. Oh, is that just the name of the place? Ooh. Hi there, rat. Apparently, rats can't enter water. Good to know. So, this is kind of funny. This is like the underground sewer passageway or something. These rats sure drop a lot of money. Should I talk about Zelda at all? Insofar as I can tell, she doesn't really do all that much. Her sprite just kind of follows you, and if you get into a position where you're pushing something, it will align with you to give the impression that she's helping. That's about all I can say about her, really. Alright, the bats. Bats I need to analyze. Alright, so they remain completely still until you get close. At which point they start flying in an arc. A curve. A semicircle almost, but a little bit further. Not quite a perfect semicircle. Oh, and they can change their trajectory depending on where you are. I'm sure there's some kind of mathematics behind this. Someone with a keen analytical mind could study the curve of these bats and figure out exactly how they're flying. But But yeah, another very basic enemy. This is a good stepping stone for more advanced enemy behaviors. I hope. I really hope they get more complex from here on out. I won't feel satisfied. Jeez, that looks like an entire nest of rats. I won't feel satisfied unless I end this playthrough with at least one enemy that leaves me scratching my head for 5 minutes trying to figure out how the hell they work. Alright, lantern time is up. That means it's time to break out, bust out all the stops when it comes to the rats and bats. You have no excuse. Take them all out. Don't wimp out. The fact that you can't really predict where they're gonna stop does make them a bit of a nuisance. It almost seems like they prefer to stick to the perimeter of the level geometry. Oh, never mind. Not always, not always. They do go perpendicular sometimes. Yeah, they probably just roll through a random number generator to decide what they're gonna do. Which can, ironically, make them more dangerous than the, more dangerous than some of the more advanced enemies. Because they retain a level of unpredictability. Alright, pull this. Ooh, apparently that was the wrong switch. Holy cow, that's a lot of snakes. Zelda, you didn't even specify which lever it was. Pull the lever, Crunk! You got it. Wrong lever! Why do we even have that lever, Crunk? Alright, I should probably actually turn the music on again. As fun as that was, this will probably not be the last time I bring up Cadence of Hyrule music. Princess Zelda, you are safe! Is this your doing, Link? Yes, it was Link who helped me escape from the dungeon. When I was held captive, the wizard said, "Once I have finished with you, the final one, the seal of the wise men will open." Link, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. If he releases the seal of the 7 wise men, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy the wizard before he destroys all of Hyrule. You can do it! You can! I sense that a mighty evil force guides the wizard's actions and augments his magical power. The only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is the legendary Master Sword. It is said that the village elder is a descendant of one of the 7 wise men. Maybe he can tell you more. I will mark his house on your map. Watch your every move. I'm certain the castle soldiers will be looking for you now. Oh, this was the old man talking the whole time. I will hide Princess Zelda here. Do not worry. Seek the elder. You understand? I got a feeling it's not going to be that easy to get the Master Sword. Ooh, and a heart container. Nice. Man, I just don't know how to feel about this warbly hymn being played right now. I don't know, man. Something about it just doesn't feel right. Hey, overworld music. We finally got it. And so the adventure actually begins, and there's still guards looking for us. Well, we were warned. What do we got? We got graveyards, we got bees. Let's see. Map. Our destination is that little X way off in the background. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Okay, L and R toggle zoom and full view. Hyrule looks a little bit smaller than I remember. I can only really pick out, like, 9 major areas. Well, I guess that's more than enough, but they're all neatly partitioned into their own little categories. I think I'll satisfy my curiosity first. You can barely keep your eyes open. Have fun, hope we learned a lot. Take care, wash your hands, and good night. Same to you. Yeah, we're about done. Oh, but I see another enemy to learn from. Alright, spear guy. With a trident. Ooh, this guy's a little bit interesting. Although I get the feeling that his movement is being hampered by all the tombstones, so I don't think we can get a fair read on him just yet. And he's completely worthless if he's surrounded by walls. So yeah, we'll come back to him eventually. I'm sure we'll have plenty of other opportunities. Hey, what's in here? Oh, sounds like a fairy fountain. Oh, cool. Can you feel my magic, too? No? Alright, fine. Still, that's kind of a nice little secret to stumble into. Just a free healing spot. I want to examine that thing over there, but I can't. I can't swim. And even with such basic combat rules, it can feel like you are capable of some advanced moves. For example, whoa. Look at that crab! Holy crab! What is your AI all about? Oop, no time for that. I get the feeling that he's another one of those that just turns at random points. But in the case of this crab, when he decides to... Wait a minute. Oh, I think there's a funny joke going on here. The crab is a sidestepper, you see. Ergo, its vertical movement is very slow, but its horizontal movement is very fast. Yeah, look at him go! But yeah, I think he follows the same pattern as the, random turning guards from before. And as much as I would love to analyze these guys, I think I'm gonna have a bit of trouble here. They seem pretty fast. Yeah, they match the speed of the player. So they match your speed, and then what? Once they see you, then what? Their vision radius is a bit lacking. Alright, they try to track you. And they lock onto your horizontal or vertical position, and then fire a projectile. Okay. But that's not exactly what the red guys do. Even so, this kind of projectile shooter is probably an enemy type that we're going to be... Ooh! I did not know that you could deflect arrows. Yeah, this projectile type of enemy is probably going to be one that we see a lot of throughout this game. Needless to say, this is the one aspect of this game that I am most interested in, is the enemies and their behaviors. Oh boy. Don't die now, Link. Alright, Buzzwobs. If I remember them correctly, all they do is just randomly wander around. That's fine, they're like Wobbuffets. They, pose no direct threat. Just gotta treat them as a regular obstacle. Only difference is that they wiggle a little bit. Alright, what you got for me, old lady? Double, double, toyin' lid trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble, making mushroom brew I am. Got anything to sell, though? Ah, this one has something to sell. But we need a bottle. Oh, hey, thanks for healing me. Oh, these are some nice witches. Alright, that's a pretty good collection of enemies that we've seen so far. And I've also satisfied my curiosity as to what this house is. That is the, witch's hut. So let me see. Can I go down south through that rocky area? Oh! So it seems the shield is good for something. Ah, Octoroks. Man, these guys are a lot faster than they used to be. Alright, the big question here. Do you guys turn? Do you make 90-degree turns ever? What if I... Oh, yeah, they do. So they move fast until they shoot a projectile at random, at which point they may or may not decide to turn. But yeah, otherwise pretty brainless, not that much of a threat. As it should be, for a Legend of Zelda. Oh. Ooh, that's not good. Is there another way that I can get around? There's a big roundabout down there. I'm not sure if I want to take it, but since we've come this far, why not? I wonder how many screens this game is divided into total. Like Hylia's shop, huh? Yeah, alright, I'll check out a shop. Oh, crows. Too many new enemy types. Alright, I'm sure we'll see plenty of crows later. Let's just get in on this first. Oh, it's one of the happyists. You look like you might have an interesting destiny. May I tell your fortune? I'll make it cheap. Alright, fine. Hocus pocus! You will find the Elder Sahasrara! Now I will take 30 rupees. You didn't even tell me where to find him. You just told me that I will find him. Yeah, too many new enemies to identify here in this place. Listen to me, I sound like I'm making a freaking bestiary or something. Oh wow, they're even patrolling right outside Link's house. Oh yeah, speaking of which, let's check out that treasure chest and see what's in there now. It was a lantern, now it's 5 rupees. I wonder what it would have been otherwise. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. See what that treasure chest in the castle would normally have held, if not a lantern. Alright, gonna ignore this forest sanctuary for the time being. Ignore, ignore, ignore. And we should be coming up on the village very soon. Oh, the music's here. But I only see one house. Hello there. What's your deal? Pay me 20 rupees and you can open one chest. You can keep what's inside. Alright, sure. Left, right, middle. Left, right, middle. I'm gonna go right. One rupee? No, thank you, Mr. Man. That's a waste right there. Alright, how about you? Yeah, Link, I'm quarreling with my younger brother. I sealed the door to his room. Oh. Unfortunately, I have no bombs. Oh, you know what? I think that's what you find in that chest. Instead of a lantern. You would usually find... Hi there, what are you doing way up there? Normally you would find bombs, I believe, and I could have used those to find some secrets in Hyrule Castle, but I missed my chance. Oh well. Yeah, quite a lot to see here. And a bookshelf that's too high to get the book off of. Some library. Alright, but where's the village? I want to see, like, the town square and stuff. I remember seeing an entire Team Fortress 2 map based on this. My son really liked to play the flute, but then he went to look for the golden powers, not returned. I wonder where he is and what he is doing now. Whoa, I saw her. A very nice young lady at the Waterfall of Wishing in the hills where the river begins. Link, you should meet her at least once. I'm sure you'll like her. You're talking about a fairy, aren't you? Is there a back entrance to this place? Oh yeah, probably right there. That guy with the red hat rubs me the wrong way. Hey, there's our first bottle. Wasn't expecting to find it here, but alright, cool. Alright, red hat man. He just runs away? What? Okay, bye. The women in this town have a distinct Final Fantasy look to them. Like, they look like they just popped out of one of the NES Final Fantasies. Oh, shoot. I thought there was someone that would call guards. I can't remember who it was. I thought it was going to be the Red Hat Man, but wow. Don't trust that woman, apparently. Bottles. 100 rupees. Unfortunately, I do not have the money for it. Alright, well, I guess I've seen what I came to see. Ooh, what's this? There's a lot to explore in here, huh? Used to be a hideout for a gang of thieves. What was the leader's name? Oh yeah, his name was Blind, and he hated the bright a lot. Oh, he hated bright light a lot. Is this like an optional dungeon you can go ahead and explore? Yeah, we'll come back to it later. If this were something more like Bravely Default, there would in fact be an entire dungeon stuffed under there. The Elder. No one has seen him since the wizard began collecting victims. Master Sword? Well, I don't remember the blah 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 blah. People noticed the Hylia lived in here. They, treasures, Hylia, Master Sword is sleeping deep in the forest. Sure. Look for the Elder. There must be someone in the village who knows where he is. I guess I'll have to figure that out next time, because, I don't, think I can go on for much longer today. Again, I had to start late. And that means I have to quit early as well. Oh. Oh, we've been accused of kidnapping Zelda, huh? Yeah, that's one way to put a PR spin on things. What is... Oh, that's another fortune teller. Yeah, no thank you. Well, I guess we are done for the time being. I should have made a restore point. Well, nothing's stopping me from doing that now. Just in case. A scant few of these SNES titles do have problems retaining their save files. Kirby Superstar in particular. So begins our quest for knowledge. I hope that we continue to learn a lot as we continue this stream series. For now, I'm gonna have to say goodbye. I'll see you guys tomorrow to make up for not streaming yesterday. And with that, take care, stay clean, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night.